hyper independent woman. You see, strong, independent, and untouchable, but also exhausted. See, the backstory of the modern woman was taught to chase success and financial freedom, self reliance, and she doesn't need a man for anything. She's the boss, the brand, and the breadwinner. And while this empowered her in many ways, it also pulled her far, far away from her natural inclusivities, her natural rhythm, her natural ways of receptivity, her softness, her ability to emotionally connect, her vulnerability, and her relational living. She knew how to get along well with others, not just in the workplace, but also in the home. You see, the trauma link between hyper independence is often a trauma response, not a personality trait. Many women learn that depending on a man will lead to betrayal and abandonment, but also disappointment. You see, she became everything that she hated in a man: super independent, never available, only available if money was involved. She became the very thing she herself detested. But at what cost is this strong, independent boss lady suffering from? What is the cost? What is the silent struggle of the hyper independent woman? Is she silently breaking? Is she managing her home, her career, her social life, and battling loneliness in the dark? You see, nobody sees the pressure that she's under. You see, she's too good at it. She's too good at her work. She's also too good at hiding it. You see, the strong, hyper independent woman has been hyper independent for quite some time, not just since she became an adult. Maybe her father passed away, her mother passed away early. This is not something that she just started to do. This is something that she became. It's a fight or flight response. You see, men are opting out of the strong, independent woman era. But why? You wanted him to be a leader, but you won't let him lead until he's led away from you. Now he's gone. The exodus of masculinity. Many men feel alienated right now in relationships and stripped away of their roles and have really felt emasculated by cultural messaging or labeled as toxic for simply expressing masculine traits like opening the door for you. Yeah, we're not doing that anymore. It's kind of weird. Check out the culture. Instead of fighting for connection, men are checking out, man. We're out. Some people have become avoidant, others dive into distractions. Some literally are just buying plane tickets and entering into what they call the passport bro syndrome. You've got it. A lot of the men that are well to do, that are mentally and physically well, they have passports like myself, and we travel the world. No longer are we settling for second best women who decide to give their entire life to their job or career and give you what's left of them, not the best of them. You see, the world where women are leading everything, where do men fit in? What's their role if he's not needed for provision because you have your own money, protection because you can get a dog, or his presence because merely, why is he here? You see, if leadership isn't welcomed by women and provisions aren't needed, meaning you don't need their money, they're not welcome, and then intimacy becomes a transaction. Where are you taking me? Not who are you? Where are we going? Not who do you want to be? Femininity versus survival. She's not rejecting femininity, this strong, independent, hyper lady. She's rejecting vulnerability in a world that punishes it. You see, softness in the workplace equals weakness. So for many hyper independent women, femininity feels unsafe. The world has taught the hyper independent woman that being soft somehow makes you a target. Being submissive means being controlled, not being under the mission, but being subdued by the mission of the man. You see, being nurturing means being used. Surrendering to women seems Absolutely crazy. Staying guarded, choosing to stay in control over surrender is typically the hyper independent woman's role. But this survival mode has disconnected them from their bodies, their emotions, and their desires to even be chosen for a mate. Hell, most women are emotionally unavailable. They've checked out, not because they don't want love, but they've taught themselves that why not just be masculine and get back to work? You see, when masculine becomes their mask, some women are unknowingly operating in their masculine energy 24/7, not knowing when to take off the cap of superiority and direction and giving, boss moves all day. Sometimes making decisions and solving problems and hustling to the top never came to the realization that that can slowly suffocate you. Not just you, but the woman's feminine energy. The hustle and bustle for a woman all day is exhausting. I know what it does to me as a man, so I can only imagine what it does to a woman. You see, women, you're not too much. You're just not meant to live in defense mode forever. Emotional detachment as a lifestyle seems unfamiliar to most hyper independent women. You see, healing should be the goal instead of getting back to work. Should be more therapy sessions versus more brunch sessions. Just a thought. But numbness became the norm, the armor of ambition. Look at my tag, look at my title, look at who I am. Many women have confused their emotional regulation with emotional detachment. Most women think that being unbothered is strength, but often you're just shutting down. You see, romantic discognizance is tied to emotional detachment. You see, most women, they want deep love, but avoid emotional exposure. I'll say that again. Most women, they want deep love, but they avoid emotional exposure. They want protection, but mistrust the same person that they want to protect them, the man. They crave connection, but recoil from being close. The dating disconnection doesn't allow you to get deeper in connection with the person so you can find your soulmate. It's the dating dance of avoidance. What happens when two people are emotionally unavailable and they try to love each other? Nothing happens. And that's where we are with the hyper independent woman and the man that feels like he just doesn't have a place. You see, you can't attract intimacy with your degree if you made isolation your identity. You see, the real cost of this role reversal that we're going through right now and this hyper independence of our women, everybody's switching roles. The man has become more feminine, the woman has become more masculine, and nobody's satisfied. Hell, we've lost the dance of masculine and feminine energy. We were all designed to complete and complement each other in different ways. When both parties step into the same lane, there's a little bit of tension there, competition, and where there's division, there must be confusion. You see, the roles are divided. The man and the woman, what a woman now, what a woman is now is divided, right? It causes a disconnect. And I know right now women are really exhausted. And you have a lot of directionless men who don't know which way to go. Women are tired of leading, I'm sure, and men are unsure if they're even wanted enough to lead. Both people are silently mourning at this moment. You see, the love they can't seem to reach seems to be unavailable, not just to the woman, but also to the man. You see, the truth, progress is good, but genderless relationships often lead us with genderless intimacy. What is a woman? What is a man? What are the roles? If we could just take it back to simplicity and get rid of this transactional way of loving, it lacks polarity and it doesn't create passion at all. You don't get to rewrite nature without consequences. Chemistry doesn't lie. Let's get back to the way things used to be when they were simpler, when we all know what a woman is, we all know what a man is, and what our roles and responsibilities are. Maybe the problem isn't men or women. Maybe the problem is we're trying to love while wearing armor. Maybe that's the problem. I invite you guys to make sure you like, share, subscribe, YouTube, Spotify, and Apple. And a shout out to the woman who's hyper independent. Guess what? You can let your armor down. It's okay. And all the men are wondering, should you still go after the woman of your dreams? Yeah, absolutely. You just may have to look a little bit harder and a little longer than you thought. Until next time, guys. God bless. I'll see you soon.